Welcome back. Today's letter says, Dear Katie, how do I spice things up after a decade of marriage? I've read that sex is supposed to get better for women as they age, but our sex life has been declining. Thanks, Anonymous. Okay, Anonymous. The thing about marital intimacy is that whatever women are struggling with, they always think they're the only one. High sex drive, low sex drive, difficulty getting turned on, exhausted after a baby, etc. It's a good thing that women aren't babbling to everyone about all their sexual troubles because it's important to guard our relationship with our husband. But I guarantee you one thing, you're not alone. Many women struggle with these issues quietly. Because sex is such an important part of our marriages, I'm glad you decided to say it out loud. Now, if what you mean by declining sex life is that you're having less sex and want more, but don't know how much sex is enough, the answer is whatever amount leaves you both sexually satisfied. Every couple has a different average, and only you and your husband can know what that number should be. It may be that he's content with less sex and you're not, or vice versa, and only you two can answer that together. But I think your question goes further than a simple matter of frequency. I think you're asking how to improve the quality of your sex life. Getting both frequency and quality right will involve three things. Number one, have the right spirit. The first thing to do is examine your attitude. You want to be lovers who fulfill each other's needs at every stage of your marriage. Sexual intimacy is about being a generous giver and receiver. Are you only focused on you, or does it feel like sex is always about him? The two extremes to avoid are that you never think about his experience or that you can't advocate for your own needs. You should have a balanced attitude of wanting to give more of yourself to him, but also be honest about what he can do for you. That way, he can be generous too. Related to having the right spirit is number two, don't compare. It may be tempting to think back to your honeymoon days or to your favorite chick flick or what you imagine everyone else's sex life is like. Don't go there. Comparison will disappoint every time. Your focus should be only on you two and only on right now. What can you do in the present that will make it special for you both? Every couple goes through seasons, and your style of lovemaking is going to change. Accept that, and then find a way to reconnect and reinvent. Which brings us to number three, communicate with each other. Most husbands really do want to make their wives happy, so the problem could be that he just can't read your mind. Learning to communicate your changing expectations about sex is critical, but that takes courage because it involves vulnerability. Some people just aren't used to verbalizing their sexual desires. Other couples have to overcome shyness or embarrassment. Don't allow fear to prevent honest communication. That's the opposite of intimacy. No matter what's holding you back, a baby step would be to communicate about communication. Ask to talk about how things are going in the bedroom and agree to listen without minimizing each other's feelings. Even if you don't resolve everything, sharing gently but honestly with each other will go a long way towards closeness. One trick some couples have used is for each person to write down 3 things they'd like to try. Then swap lists and talk. The list is basically an opportunity to get things out in the open. It reveals what you're thinking and can help you look for solutions. It's totally normal for couples to have differences in taste or even moral views about sex. Keep in mind that this is a list of ideas, not demands, especially if one of you feels that something on your spouse's list is undignified or wrong. Try to form your consciences together and grow in generosity together. The goal of this exercise is to foster communication so that sex becomes a source of unity in your marriage. If there's things on your list that are sticking points, get help from a counselor or spiritual leader. You might be surprised how a little outside input can help not only your sex life, but your overall relationship. The bottom line is, don't stop looking for solutions until you find something that works for you both. Hey, Anonymous, I think you've got some spice in your future.